All right, well, let's go ahead and start. So we are making these Christmas tree ornaments. These ones are frayed. You don't have to fray them, but we'll cover that. This tree and this snowflake. And all you need to make these, we'll start with the tree. So to make the tree, all you need is a piece of cord, and you can do macrame cord, you could do yarn and they would just be smaller. You can kind of just do whatever is your preference. So you'll want a longer piece of cord. This, I think Liz mentioned that you need like 10 yards of cord to make both of these. That will give you some wiggle room because we cut off a lot of excess and everything along the way. So anyway, you start with this piece of cord, fold it in half, and then you need, let's see, 20 pieces this size. So these are probably like 8 or 9 inches here, and that is what you're gonna need. Okay, so to start, you just take your longer piece and fold it in half. You're gonna tie a knot a few inches down. This will be where you'll hang it from your tree. So you just tie the knot about as far down as you want. Yeah, okay, so just like this. Then we have a wood bead, and these ones I got on Amazon, and they have a big hole instead of like a little one that you would just use a regular string. So these work really good for macrame because they fit, and you're just gonna add the bead. And get both pieces, if I can get this second one. There we go. Okay, and pull it right up to the knot. So that's how you start. Easy enough, right? If you have questions, let me know. I'm watching the comments. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 pieces of the smaller ropes, and we are going to do this same process 10 times. So you take them, you fold them in half. Let's see, okay, yeah. Fold them in half evenly, and then let me see if I can, okay, I'm gonna do it loose so that then you can see. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take one of them and lay it underneath your long piece. Then you're gonna take the other one and do it over the long piece. Then you're gonna weave the ends through the loops of the opposite piece. So let me show you. You can see it right there. So I brought the loops of this one, or the ends of this one through that one that was on the bottom, and this one through the loops. Then you're gonna just pull it tight. Does that make sense? Okay, so you pull it tight and it's like that. And then we're just gonna do that 10 times. One thing to be aware of, you can do it so that this line, can you see that? This line goes straight down on the same side, or how I did it on this one is I alternated it so that it goes every other. So if you want it to be like this, every time you're gonna alternate which loop is on top and which loop is on the bottom. So, or you can do it that the line goes straight down the same side, and if you're gonna do that, then you want to do the loop on the same side every time. Okay, so let me show you this one more time. So I'm gonna take my 2 pieces, I'm gonna fold them in half. I'm gonna do the alternating, so this time I'm going to have the loop go under on the left side, and then I'm gonna take my other loop and lay it over on the right. Then I'm going to pull these ends through and take these ones through like that. Can you see that okay? And then you just pull it tight, scrunch it up, pull it tight, scrunch it up until you've got it where you want it. Okay? So now we can just keep going. And like I said, so now you can see that we have this line here and this line here. And so I'm going to want to alternate every time, or you can do it the same way to have just one straight line. Just depending on your preference, you'll just want to keep track one way or another because you won't want them to be random. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with this. This time I want the loop under, over here, and over here. Tuck the ends and pull it through. Scrunch it up and pull it tight. Okay, if you are making this along with us, let us know because I'm curious. Or do you have plans to make them later? Okay, so we got 3. And we're gonna just keep going. Liz, are you making yours along with us or are you just watching? These lives are so funny because you're just like talking to nobody. Okay. Scrunch it up, pull it tight. And these really are so easy. We always talk about macrame as like grown-up friendship bracelets because we used to make friendship bracelets. A lot of the knots are similar and it's really easy to do, but the impact is there and they're just so cute. Oh, Liz is on her treadmill. How fun, Liz. Do you have a show on in another tab? Are you listening to a podcast? Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta do 5 more. I'm halfway there. Okay. Keep going. I wish I could like time lapse this because I'm sure you get the drift now. Okay. 6. 7. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Did you do anything fun? Was it low-key like ours? We just did our little family, which was different, but it was nice. And then yesterday was my birthday, so that's exciting. Okay, so this is 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you hear my chair squeaking? It is so squeaky. It's really bugging me. 9. We're almost done. And 10. Okay, and even if you wanted to keep going, you could. If you wanted to make them bigger, or if you are doing it with yarn and you want to make it longer, then you totally could. Okay, so we have this. We've got our 10 knots, and this part is super easy. All you're gonna do is lay it down and cut it into a triangle like a tree. And if I were, actually I'm gonna turn it and start from the top. I like to start so it kind of lines up with the bead. But I was gonna say, if I was less impatient, I would have a template or something. But I just don't feel like I can wait that long. Okay, so then we just cut them. Hopefully you have good scissors. Mine seem to be, I thought I grabbed my good ones, but maybe these ones are dying. Okay. And just gradually make them longer. So then if you want to, you can kind of go in and trim it a little more if you want it more of a clean angle, or you want it a little shorter. There, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I'll do the other side. And for this one, if you saw the picture, we did a set where we stopped at this part. So you just cut them and you're done. And it's really cute. Either way. Oh, and miss those guys. Okay. So you can see our little tree. If you see parts that look a little rounded, like that part is bothering me, you can refine it. Anyway, you get it? And then you can cut this excess so it's like the bottom of the tree. Just leave like an inch or so. And that's it for that one. Unless you want it like this. And in that case, you would get a comb or a brush and you would just brush these out. So, or you could even just use your fingers. So you just take a brush and you're gonna unravel it until it's all the way to here. And so you have two cute options. I actually like the idea of having some of both, but it's up to you. So that's the first one, the Christmas tree. If you have any questions so far, let me know. But like I said, these are so easy. So now, put these aside and let's do the snowflake. So the snowflake is super cute, and again, you can fray it or not. And all you need for this one is a wooden ring, your macrame cord, and then some twine for hanging, because you want something little that can like wiggle its way in between a couple of the knots. So you'll need 16 small pieces like this, which I'm realizing I didn't pull out enough. So let me grab a few more. Okay, so these ones use a lark's head knot, which is just, you take your string, you fold it in half, and you're gonna loop it through, loop it through like this, pull the ends through the loop, just like that. You're gonna do that 16 times. Toward the end, you'll have to squeeze it in. Let me show one more time. Every time you wanna make sure the loop comes through the center from the same direction. So the loop goes through the center and out to the outside. And then we just keep going through the center and out, all the way around. Okay, let's see. If you find that you like how it looks without all 16, you can just stop at any point. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. So I'm gonna squeeze in one more. So I'm just gonna squish them a little bit like that. Okay, we've got this. Oh, I don't need to do this yet. And again, we're just gonna trim them down so that it makes a circle. I like to have them be like an inch and a half. So I'm just going to trim them. Okay, I'm still just trimming. Once you're done trimming, you can brush them out if you want, which I feel like, I think I like them better brushed for the snowflakes, and I like them better unbrushed for the tree. I think when they're not brushed, they look more like branchy, you know? But for the snowflake, I like them brushed for some reason. But they're both super cute. You can't go wrong, really. So there's that. Again, you could just take a comb or a brush and you just work it out for a little bit. Then you're gonna take a piece of your thinner twine and you're just gonna do the same kind of lark's head knot. First, fold it in half, tie a knot so that it's like a loop. Then you're gonna squish it in between one of the other knots, loop it through.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And that's it. So you have your snowflake, you have your tree. These ones are not frayed, but if you want to fray them, you just brush them out. Certain cord brushes easier, like this kind that I have has like a looser weave, so it brushes out super easily. I did these ones with this and it's tighter, so it was a little trickier to unravel. Anyway, here they are frayed.